I think she was probably about 30. And she had blonde curly hair and black horn rimmed glasses. She was very enthusiastic. She came out and she was like, I thought, who does she look like? Ooh, Mrs. Frizzle on Magic School Bus. On PBS. My kids love that show. And that little thing danced in a 4th of July patriotic themed red, white, and blue bra and panty set. And I'll just tell y'all, it was a little dingy. And as a mother, all I could think of when that little thing was dancing was, man, I wish I could take that bra and panty set home and be as that overnight. Oh, you can do anything with biz. I love biz. I thought if I could just get a Tupperware bowl, put about that much biz in it, then fill it with water, soak that bra and panty set overnight. I know. Oh, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Well, I like doing laundry. Okay. But you know, that night I walked away thinking two things. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever been there, but it is beautiful. Beautiful. I never even heard of it. It's on the beach. And I rented a little bungalow about 2 blocks from the beach, and a little man came up to me and gave me the keys and said, water's going to come up out of this ocean and come up over this thing and kill y'all. Okay, let me tell y'all, it's probably like Wilmington, North Carolina. Big, fine homes, one right after another, with boats pulled up to them in the water, like cars in a driveway. And I'd never seen anything like that, and I thought, who are these people? So I said to them, who are you people? What do y'all do for a living? And they said, we farm. A lot of us farm. And I said, what? I'm from farming people. What are y'all farming out here? And they said, strawberries and dope. But it causes plantar fasciitis. But anyway, I go in that CBD store and it smells like patchouli and Subway. And that little woman's in there, and she's a hippie-looking little woman. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. She looks like one of those little women in North Carolina that likes to blow glass. Some of you girls in Asheville, North Carolina. She looks like one of those little artsy women that likes to wear a clog. You know, maybe go to a storytelling festival on the weekend. Yeah, she had hair under her arms. And I thought, you know what, I get it, I'm tired too. I get it. But anyway, she said, I think I can help you. And she went and got a bag of gummies, and it had Delta 8 written on them. No. I know. What is Delta 8? I still don't know what it is, but I do feel like if dope's right here, it must be right up under dope. And they may be sprinkled with LSD, maybe. She said, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take one a night, and you got to be consistent over time with it. And I was like, okay. It scared me to death. And I got it in the car, and I thought, I better not drive fast. And I got it home, and Chuck Morgan was there. And I didn't tell him what I had done. And I went, hey. I got it and took it back and put it in my closet. And I waited until nightfall. And I was scared to death. I took a nibble off of one, just a nibble. I didn't even take a whole one, just a nibble. And I don't know if this was in my head, but 20 minutes later, my heart was beating out of my body. And I thought, oh my Lord, I'm in AFib. I'm in AFib. And I need to go to the emergency room right now. But I thought, I didn't tell Chuck Morgan what I'd done. And he's not going to know what to tell the doctor. Everything went through my head. Then I started thinking, the police are coming. The police are coming. I sat up until 2 a.m. monitoring my own heart rate. I eventually fell off to sleep, but it wasn't a good sleep. I wallered in the bed. And for all the people in the United States, wallering means I wallered in the bed. And I just wallered. I wallered all night in the bed and dreamed horrible things. I dreamed that me and John Wayne fought Ricardo Montalban on horseback all night. I've never taken another one of those gummies, but I didn't throw them away. They're in my closet. I don't make eye contact with them. I just walk by them. The second weekend we were in California, we went to Brea, which is beautiful too, and beautiful, sweet, precious people there too. And that was going to be the weekend that my baby child turned 25. And her daddy called me and said, I want to be with y'all. I'm going to buy a plane ticket and I'm coming out there. So I called my travel agent and I said, you better get another room. Because their daddy misses me. I don't know what it is about Chuck Morgan in a hotel room. But he gets in a hotel room, gets a glazed look over his eyes. And I feel like I'm doing this. And the reason why I had to get another hotel room is because this baby and I have been touring together. She's with me all the time. I've done 150 dates with her. And their daddy does not want me to spend money. And so we've had to share a room. So we've been butt to butt in a king-size bed everywhere we go. And all of my married life, Chuck Morgan has told me not to spend money and that we were going to lose everything. He's tried to scare me. And he's been in my ear. I can hear him saying, you better eat that free continental breakfast. Don't you dare go to Panera. But okay, so Chuck Morgan buys a really cheap airline ticket. He had to get up in the middle of the night and connect all over the United States of America. He finally gets there, and he is worn to a frazzle. And Chuck Morgan doesn't nap, but he napped on and off that day and watched Tennessee play basketball in the hotel room. And then I went to a club and worked. And let me tell y'all, she went through a phase where she was worried that who was going to get to go to heaven. She wants everybody to go to heaven. And I remember her asking me about people, and everybody would be yelling in the back seat and hungry and all that, and her little voice would say, Mommy, is Johnny Cash going to heaven? I remember that day, and I remember what I said. I said, yeah. Yes, Johnny Cash is going to heaven. He and June have been spreading the gospel with Billy Graham all over the United States. Yes, he'll be in heaven. Okay, and I got to thinking about this when all this was in my mind. I've got a daughter-in-law we are in love with her, and she is so smart and such a good mama, and I watch her talk to my grandbabies, and she makes sense. And it's just made me look back. And I think I said some crazy mess. But I was tired. So she was worried about who was going to heaven, and she asked me about J-Lo. And this was years ago, and I'm a huge J-Lo fan. And she said, Mommy, is J-Lo going to heaven? Just let me tell y'all, I was in a bad place, okay? I was in a bad place, and I think I'd gone up a size in my pants. And she asked me about J-Lo. She goes, is she going to heaven? And I said, I don't